Happy freaking Monday morning.
Yeah, baby.
We've got a name for every other day. What's Monday? Miserable Monday? No.
Man,
no.
it's Monday.
Magnificent Monday. I'll tell you what. Well, welcome to the Trade Talks Live. I'm Roger Wakefield. I'm a plumber, and I've been plumbing for 45 years. And if you're new to the show, man, welcome. We talk about the trades. We talk about it each and every day. And if you're not new, if you've been here before, welcome back. It's Monday, so we talk a lot about safety because Mondays and Fridays are the 2 days that most people get hurt on the job because they're either thinking about what they did this last weekend.
Nothing.
I know, me either. I worked. Or what they're doing next weekend. Like on Fridays, they're thinking, hey, guess what I'm doing tomorrow? Man. Anyway, guys, look, we talk about the trades, and we do this because we think that if you'll study your business, your industry, your niche, your profession for 30 minutes to an hour each and every day, it'll help move you up to the top 5% of your industry. And these are things that I've done to help me get a little higher, rank a little better, do a little more, make a little more money. I learned how to move up in the companies that I worked for. And we do this to help you learn the same thing. As you see, though, I'm not here alone.
No, I can't let you do it all by yourself.
I love that.
I'm Henry Wakefield, a.k.a. Squirt, as you see down on the screen, guys. 20-year pipe fitter by trade. Whole family's plumbers, though, so I learned plumbing first. Did some plumbing on some of those fitting jobs during those fitting years. Was an industrial estimator for 5 years in the office. All that led me to LeakPro. Now I get to build things. Love building stuff, especially building the right tools to put in the right hands, and training plumbers how to use the equipment so that they can do leak detection themselves. So we'd like to thank LeakPro for sponsoring today's episode of the Trade Talks, where we build the most precise leak detection system for professional plumbers. And guys, check out the complete kit at our website, leak.pro. There's 2 different pieces of equipment that come in that. You've got the probe for that meter to the home service, anything underground, irrigation lines, stuff like that. But if there's concrete there, you go into the home, listening through the slabs or driveways, anything like that, you're going to want the sidekick. Once again, check out the complete kit at our website, leak.pro.
And guys, I talk about this because this is something that I started doing 7.5 years ago. I started doing YouTube. And I started doing it to grow my plumbing company. And I ran into so many business owners that don't have any idea about YouTube. I spoke last week in Oklahoma City at, so great,
American Subcontractors Association.
No, the American Subcontractors Association. I got to tell you, it was fantastic. It was neat because it wasn't just plumbers, HVAC techs, and electricians like it normally is. And there were concrete people, asphalt people, demolition people, so many different amazing people there. And it was really, really neat because getting to get in, talk to them, and teach them about social media, it blew their mind. And then the next day, I did so good on the first day. They said, hey, are you here tomorrow? I said, maybe. They said, well, we had a speaker quit. Can you teach us how to do YouTube? I said, absolutely. Guys, I teach people how to do YouTube to grow their businesses. And if you want to learn more about it, it doesn't take a lot of fancy equipment. It doesn't take a lot of followers. It doesn't take a lot of subs. It does not take a lot of videos. It's knowing how to do it the right way. If you want to learn more about it, go check out justmetroger.com. I made a free webinar to teach you about YouTube. And if you've already got a business and you don't have a business operating system that does things for you to buy you back time in your life, you don't have things automated, you don't have systems and processes, you don't have SOPs, systems, operations, and processes in place to do things for you, man, you need it. Go check out residentialserviceprofessionals.com. It is a best practice group that's going to help you build the company the way you want to build it, not the way they want you to build it. Now, I'm going to jump into the comments real quick. Plumber in the trades already in the house says, good morning, gentlemen. Learning about the all-important clean-out. Question for you, Roger. Are double clean-outs code for you guys in Texas? Absolutely. And the neat thing is the way you put them in, they do like this. So they come down in this way and down in this way. You build it. The best way to build it is take 2 combinations and build them where the butts are facing each other.
They point at
that way
each
they
other.
both point at each other, where if you go in this and you're going to go this way, if you go in this one, you go that way. That way there's not any area of the pipe that you cannot get to. It says we have a single clean out. where the building drain inside the building, usually in the basement slab, enters or leaves our houses.
Now, I wonder, is that single clean out you have a two-way clean out?
Right. Does it bidirectional?
Yeah, can you
go
actually
both ways,
make
though?
your cable go both directions? I'm curious.
And we have that. It's just, it's a pain.
Yeah, if you have room, install two clean combinations every time. It helps maintenance later.
Yep.
So easy.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we're always thinking about the end user.
That's it. And that's why it's become our standard
I know.
operating procedures.
Jumping into the national news, Midwest cities just greenlit a $1.1 billion worth of rail upgrades.
Rail upgrades.
Man, I love this.
I think this is cool.
There's some big packages here.
And guys, we're talking some civil and electrical packages stretching across Illinois, Ohio, Michigan.
Did you say Illinois?
Illinois.
Ask Tony Romo. He'll tell you.
Welcome to Texas.
Illinois.
All right.
I'm pronouncing every dadgum letter.
Yeah.
Bridges, culverts,
Sorry.
drainage systems, plus massive new signaling and switching stations. Okay, that means copper, steel, precast, thousands of jobs. This isn't just about trains. It's a huge call up for contractors of all sizes. Even small subs can get in on the station work, utility relocations, and prefab concrete packages. For tradespeople, this is a clear signal. The Midwest is about to get busy. And look, I've searched the train stuff. I want to get on a passenger car.
We talked about
this
recently.
You talked about this, I know.
Recently.
I want to get on a passenger car. And I think from here to Chicago is like an overnight trip or 24-hour trip. I don't know. But I'm like, you know what? If I'm in a passenger cabin, I don't care. I got Wi-Fi. I can work. I got the windows. I can look out and see the country. They got a bar and a restaurant there. I'm excited.
Know which car you'd be in.
Which
Working.
One? Which one?
The bar restaurant car. I mean, you'd be set up there to be live.
Randy.
We're foodies.
You're making me look bad.
We're foodies. We like to eat, you know?
Okay. I do.
Not the bar. I mean, we do like to have a protein shake occasionally.
Yes, we do. Those protein shakes come in handy.
But I think it'd be cool to go and experience it one time, to go coast to coast.
Yeah. I want to go like
on a train.
LA to New York.
Yep.
Maybe San Diego to New York.
There you go.
You know, go
Diagonal. I like that. I like that.
Not too bad. All right. Rolling into the bottom line. Break even. Now, this is a term that I understood as a construction worker because I know, look, I say construction work when I got into supervision. Okay. You've got to know how much money you make every day. But this is a thing that most residential service companies do not even know.
Yeah.
But what is your break even per crew day? And you can figure this out with real numbers. So you got a 4-man plumbing crew, $45 an hour. Okay. That's the average between them. That's almost $1,500 a day in labor. Then you got to add in money for the truck, the insurance, tools and consumables. You're almost talking a couple of grand there just to get rolling. Then you got to spread overhead like rent, admin over 20 work days. So you take your CSR's cost and divide it out by 20, because if you're just working Monday through Friday, you need to know what it costs you to run per day. Now, suddenly your true break even is more like $2,200 a day. Now, most people underprice it because they forget downtime, callbacks, billable hours. You got to figure downtime. If you're a residential service company in Dallas, your productivity is about 50%. That means really the guys are only working 4 hours a day. So you've got to figure $90 an hour there.
That's it.
Okay. You got to learn how to look at this, because if you're not thinking about the downtime, and I call driving downtime, it's not billable hours. Okay. Or maybe it is real downtime. Maybe you don't have any calls that day. Maybe you got to pay them to clean out the shop or something. If they have to do callbacks, have you got that factored into your cost? Or do you really have non-billable hours? Hey, they're working on stuff that we can't charge anybody for.
Yeah.
If your foremen know their daily number, then they can run jobs differently. If you know, hey, we have to make $2,000 a day and I've got 2 crews, each crew needs to run $1,000 a day just to break even. That is not making any profit at all.
That's it. And then when's the last time you figured your break-even cost because it could have changed.
Did your insurance go up? Did your rent go up?
That's it. We were talking about this with LeakPro. I originally set my numbers. There was no overhead at the time. Why? Because I was working another company. This was a side project, so there was no overhead. I'm going to have to recalculate. Why? Because there's overhead now. There's actually a worker that contributes time to that business. I'm going to have to go back and recalculate. When's the last time you recalculated? Did you add a couple more office personnel?
Mm-hmm.
Did you add another van? Did you add another crew? This is going to change your numbers a little bit, and you're going to have to recalibrate it, refigure it. This is something I started learning in sales is what's the minimum to keep our doors open
Each and every
running
Yep.
every month? That's what we have to know. I love this, looking at it as a day. In sales, it's super simple. Like, I need to sell one a day. I need to sell this many a day. I need to work 4 jobs. I have to physically work 4 hours a day so that the company breaks even. If I can get an extra hour, we're doing good.
And if the company's not breaking even, guys, it's losing money.
Yep.
I'm just telling you.
You'll end up closing the doors and everybody loses. And that's not what
Or
we
you'll
want.
refinance your house
Yeah.
3 or 4 times.
Yep.
I know what that's like too.
That's it. Get ahead of it. And that's the key. And that's why we bring things like this up is you've got to study these. That's your major bare minimum number. And like, that's what I figured out in LeakPro. It's like, look, what's the bare minimum? Here's what it really costs to do this. Okay, well, what's the true bare minimum to keep the doors open though? To keep the property, to keep the place, to actually build the stuff and all that. And it's like, oh, well, didn't really figure any of that in.
And you know, but the reason you didn't, I mean, there was a reason.
Correct. It was
is,
covered.
You know, it was covered by what we were doing here.
An umbrella. Yep.
But it's like me when I started doing YouTube, it was covered by the plumbing company.
Yep.
So, man, we juggle
A lot.
I mean, we rob Peter to pay Paul every day. And I know you're not supposed to do that, but if you know your numbers, if that company's all you've got, there's nothing to juggle from.
Yeah.
Okay. You've got to understand, like, this is what we have to do to make money. And then you start focusing on that. Then you get to the point, okay, now, say you're making $2,000 a day and that covers your overhead. Now you say, okay, now if we can get to $3,000 a day, that's $1,000 profit. What would that do for you?
That's it.
Okay. And once you understand that, now it's like, okay, here's what I have to do. Squirt already knows once he gets to selling a unit a day, man, he's looking golden.
Looking great.
You know, because now everything is covered and there's profit involved.
That's it. That's the
And
goal.
that's what it's all about.
That's what I'm striving
You
for.
bet.
That's what I'm building to, at least. Like, get there. Life will shift a little bit. I won't be trying to get there. I'll be there, and it'll be great. But then we'll try to grow more, baby.
Absolutely.
Because that's what business is about.
All right. Happy Monday. Today we're going to talk about safety. Crane and rigging inspections are under a spotlight again after a few high-profile failures. Now, OSHA is pointing to missed daily rigging checks. And guys, you do not want to be the responsible person for that. And OSHA come in and say, here's what's wrong. Frayed wire ropes, deformed shackles, outdated load charts. Guys, these are things that it's easy to freaking see. One accident in Texas led to $10 million in damages because inspection logs were not completed. It's a very simple rule, guys. Check your things daily because they're required. Too many people just go through check. They never even read it, never even look at it. It's like, yeah, everything's great. It's great every day. I checked it yesterday. Well, what happened overnight? What happened after you left yesterday? What happened over the weekend? Guys, insurers are even starting to demand photo-verified rigging inspections. If your crew is anywhere near cranes, those inspections are a shield. They're going to protect you. It's not paperwork. It's a CYA. It is a, hey, look, I did my job. I was never afraid to shut something down.
Man, that's it. And like, honestly, I guess I didn't take it as serious until I worked with a millwright. Every single day we would pull it out and inspect everything. If there was one flaw, it got trashed.
Yep.
He's like, nope.
Yep. Cut it
Not
off.
on my job.
It don't even get
trash
repaired. It don't get sent back to the office.
This doesn't go to anybody's house. This isn't I can hold a deer up with this. I don't care. No, it's trash. It's gone. that carcass is not going to hit the ground because of bad rigging.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. And
Yeah, there
I
could be
didn't
somebody standing
understand.
under it.
That's it. But like, that's the thing. It's like, oh, well, this thing's rated for 2 tons. I'm picking up a 100-pound piece of pipe. It's not a big deal. It's going to hold. Yeah, probably will. But if
Maybe.
it doesn't,
It ain't gonna have my name on it.
then what? You were the one that checked that. Oh, it's going to be fine. No, it ain't. And that's what, there's been more incidences happening, guys. Inspect your rigging. Take a look at it. Luckily, most of the ones I've heard about, there haven't actually been people involved, which is great. That's what we really want to hear. But guess what? The devastation and the destruction that it causes to other things around, because it frayed. It lost its load. That last pick, there was something that cut it just a little bit. It didn't get noticed. But guess what? That's why you're supposed to inspect it again. You don't just use it. Oh, no, just leave it on there, good to go. You got to inspect it every time and check it and make sure that nothing happened to it in that lift either. Keep an eye on things like that.
Guys, people's lives are at stake.
That's it.
That's what you need to remember. Okay, so plumber in the trade says they have a building drain in the direction of flow. Now, I can understand that because it means you go to the furthest away, you can still get to that. But we use it for testing here. Whenever we build these new houses, we put a test ball in there. And if there's a two-way clean out, we can put them right between it. And we know that test ball, if water's leaking past it, we can see it. If we look down there and it's dry and the level's still coming down, that tells us there's a leak in there somewhere.
And we can see the clog from the leaving side with the camera. So it helps you inspection-wise.
Julie Jones says, ha, 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 Randy. Everybody laughs at Randy.
Yeah, I mean, come on. I'm me. Always.
Illinois. And you said another one a while ago. I don't remember what it was. Is another cute one.
No telling.
Plumber in the trade says, we need to clean out at the bottom of every stack. And a lot of other places, not sure what your code says. Ours is basically every 90 feet, and every change of direction, greater than 90 degrees. Good stuff. All right. New construction. Now, Atlanta just set a record for high-rise residential permits. Over 8,000 units across more than 15 towers. Okay, now, I've recently stayed in Atlanta, and I've got a complaint.
Uh-oh.
I stayed at a hotel.
Okay.
Downtown Atlanta.
Yeah.
Right by the convention center. Reverb is the name of it. Cool hotel. Freaking cool.
All right.
It's all about music and stuff like
Yeah,
that. It's
no,
neat.
all right.
Neat theme.
I know, like you said, reverb. I'm like, okay, music vibe should be good.
Mm-hmm. It was about 95 degrees.
Oh, nice.
No swimming pool.
Oh.
I put on my suit, I grabbed my towel, I started looking around. It's like, okay, wait, where's the pool at? And couldn't find it on the map, so I called the front desk. I said, hey, where's the pool? They said, we don't have one. I said, what the what? Reverb, I'm sorry, man. I got to tell you, y'all need a pool.
It wasn't in the estimate. Sorry.
Yeah, I know.
Dang.
Okay.
Yeah, that is tough. That's tough.
All right, so Midtown
Tough.
and Buckhead
Yes.
are the hot zones in Atlanta. The MEP scope is going to be huge because you're talking risers, booster pumps, high efficiency HVAC systems,
Mechanical rooms.
man. Structurally, they're using high strength concrete mixes to slim down the course. Now, when I was there, I did take a picture because I thought Randy skipped out on work.
Sure did.
There was a Henry truck out on the street, and I'm like, what is he doing?
He almost busted me off. Almost.
It wasn't him. I went over and pulled the guy out, and I'm shaking him, and
Mine was down the block.
I looked at him. It's like, wait, that ain't you.
Yeah.
Subcontractors are leaning hard on prefab bathroom pods and risers. Now, Randy and I got to start with that
Sorry, guys. Let's get those cameras.
out at what's the hospital we did? Parkland. There you go. I thought, man, I know the name. The P was on my. It's like,
Parkland, baby.
but there's a labor pinch now because Atlanta's already short on tower crane operators and licensed plumbers. Guys, everybody in the country is short on licensed plumbers. Do you hear me? Do you want to know a trade to get into where you can make good money in the near future? Not pipe fitting, licensed plumbers.
You sure?
Become a plumber. Well, no, we need pipe fitters too, but you put this together, not me.
I know.
And if you're a crew that can travel, great opportunities.
Make sure that license will go over.
Reciprocity,
That's
baby.
it.
Check
You're
it
gonna
out.
have to check it out, see what
is
you're gonna
the
have to
plumbing
do.
license law in Atlanta?
What's the hoop to jump through?
Yeah, because there's always hoops to jump through.
That's right.
There really are.
But I'm going to tell you, whenever you do actually figure out the right way and the right hoops to jump through,
Man, life is amazing.
it's usually pretty green grass on that other side.
I kind of like it.
It's kind of nice.
I kinda
For
like it.
sure.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, like Atlanta. And I love this, that they're turning a lot of the high rises into residential. I had a buddy that lived downtown here in Dallas, and it's one of my favorite things to do. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm gonna have us a picture of, being residential downtown and the view.
Oh, man, I had a friend that was an attorney and a doctor.
Yeah.
Imagine an attorney and he was a doctor, worked at a hospital here in Garland. That's where I met him for years.
Yeah.
Then became an attorney because
There you
he's
go.
like, insurance companies are screwing people over. Who better to have as an attorney than a MD
Ooh, I like
that has been in the emergency room?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that gets to see it.
Well,
from
he had an
both
office down at the
sides.
W.
Yep.
Bought the condo up top,
Love it.
and that was his office. And man, go down there and visit and talk stuff and just look out the windows. It was crazy.
That's it. The views are amazing. Like, especially as the weather changes and stuff, you get storms that roll in downtown. It's really cool to be there for.
And sometimes you're up above them.
I was going to say, yeah, like you can head up to the roof, be above it,
Wild stuff.
snow. Like, it's really cool. I don't like the hustle and bustle of downtown, everybody being stacked in one building. I kind of like the country a little bit, personally, being stretched out and spread out and having a little space to stretch my arms.
I
It's
like
kind of
downtown.
nice.
It's kind of cool.
I know. I love going downtown and enjoying it. Like you were talking about the hotel, and it's like, yeah, I mean, they should have had a pool. I love renting a hotel
know.
downtown, taking the kids, swimming on top of a building, letting them experience it and have some fun.
Mhm.
Love getting to go downtown for temporary stays, personally. But I think it's really cool they're converting a lot of these to residentials so people can go build families.
All right. Now we're going to talk about mindset growth. And this is a simple one today, guys.
So easy.
Showing up early today, showing up early every day might be the simplest career hack in the trades. 15 minutes early means that you get great parking.
No,
you
don't.
get,
I'm there 30. Sorry,
I
guys.
know.
Close,
Yeah,
close.
well,
I
I'm only
mean-
there an hour, so I get it.
Yep.
You get to set out your tools, walk the site before any of the chaos starts. You can get out. I used to love working. I built the Schlumberger office building down in the hill country outside of Austin. And I used to go in early. And this is just as a plumber. This is not as a foreman, as superintendent, as anything. I went as early as a foreman, walked over to one special building, climbed up the ladders, got up on the roof, and watched the sunrise. I watched the sunrise because I knew right across this little creek that went through there, the deer would come out and play in the morning. And man, I'd get up there and I sit down. I don't drink coffee. So it's chocolate milk and powdered donuts. And man, I just sat up there on a 5-gallon bucket and wait for the sun to come up. Coolest thing ever.
I was talking with Lisa, one of our designers.
Amazing people. Absolutely.
I was telling her, me and Carrie Roney used to go downtown Dallas doing cancer center, sit out on the roof and watch the sunrise every morning, waiting on the bucket hoist to start because nobody would want to climb the 10 flights of stairs. And we're like, the sunrise is worth it every day. I'm hitting these stairs. Come on, let's go.
And it's neat because I started that building. I did the underground.
Nice.
And literally put all that in for Brian out there.
Yep.
Yeah, neat stuff. But here's the deal too, guys. Crews respect consistency.
So much.
And bosses promote the people that they can rely on. If I know you're going to be there every day, I don't ever have to question it. I know a foreman who was early every single day. Actually, I know a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
Always the first to call when the general contractor needed a reliable lead. When he said, hey, look, how's the weather out there? It's sprinkling. Yeah, but look, it's fine. It's no big deal. General contractors come to trust you. You contrast that with someone who shows up right out on time, but they're not prepared. They show up, they walk up at 7 o'clock. Their tools aren't out. They're not ready to go. It takes them 15 minutes to get going. Early isn't just about the clock. It's about building a reputation. And, I talked to you a lot about building your reputation when you first got into the union.
Yeah.
It sticks with you guys.
I loved it because this right here, just what you were saying, always being the early guy there, and it being well known that you're the guy there. I had a boss call me one morning. I'm sitting in the parking lot on the job, okay? No sun yet. No, I always beat the sun. Boss calls me and I'm on the way. You think when you can get there, you can head in the building? Boss, I'll head in there right now. What do you mean? I'm in the parking lot. Just pulled in, 10 minutes ago. Wait, what? You're already there? Holy crap. Like, you beat me there every day? Yeah.
Normally do.
Most of the time. I'm the one that's parked way over here in the corner. Oh, that's your vehicle. Oh, okay. Yeah, that is you. Man, if you could head in there, there's a flood. Somebody left this on over the weekend. They turned the water on this morning. Now it's flooding the building. Da, da, da. Yeah, I'll go in. I'll turn the water off. Let me do all the things. I know where everything is. Yep, on it.
Love it.
The boss never forgets that, ever. And I'm the first one promoted on that project. Why? Because I'm there. I'm ready. I'm not scared of work. I'm jump, do it. Yeah, let's go. What time did you start? I don't know, boss. What time did you call me? I don't know. I ain't worried about it. I'm here to save the day. We're trying to get the project done.
That's what it's all about.
That's it.
All right. Mr. Miyagi of Plumbing and Squirt, what's up, brothers? Got to be a hero. Hope you have a great Margarita Monday.
Oh, there it is.
I'll take that. Love you, bye. Go LeakPro and Roger Wakefield Plumbing Education. Like and subscribe. Yeah, guys, if you like this video, give us a thumbs up. If you don't, hit the thumbs down, but hit it twice. That goes away.
Yeah.
Subscribe to the channel. Share this with somebody that needs to know more about the trades. Now, this video is sponsored by me. It's sponsored by what I do on YouTube, because I teach people how to do YouTube, because this completely changed my business. It completely changed my life. In the next 5 years, your YouTube channel will be more important than your website, because people will be able to search and get information about your company. People buy from people they know, love, trust, and they're connected to. YouTube connects you with your community. And if you want to learn more about it, guys, it doesn't take a lot of fancy equipment. You don't have to have a lot of followers. You don't have to have a lot of subscribers and views. But you got to get started. And it's easy to get started. I made a free webinar to help teach you. If you want to find out more about it, go to justmetroger.com. And if you've got a residential service company that is not growing the way you want it to grow, or maybe you're handcuffed to a best practice group that tells you have to do every single thing the way they want it done, there is no other way. It's not a good place to be in. Your employees probably aren't happy. They're already looking for another job, because now they're just robots. They come in, they have to do scripted conversations on everything they say, and they don't like it. They understand, look, I've been here forever, boss, but this ain't the company you were building. It's something else now. If you want to find a best practice group that has a business operating system that helps you do things that'll help you grow, but you don't have to become their particular company, go check out residentialserviceprofessionals.com, where Julie Jones, me, and other people teach you the right way to do things each and every day. Go check it out at residentialserviceprofessionals.com.
That's it. And everybody, we'd like to thank LeakPro for sponsoring today's episode of the Trade Talks. If you're a plumber out there and you think leak detection is this hard, difficult thing, guys, it's not. You go into a house and figure out the problem with the plumbing. You're problem solvers.
That's what you do.
How do you solve that problem? You go in and you take these steps to figure it out, just like you do every job you ever do. Guess what? Leak detection is the same thing, guys. At LeakPro, we build the most precise leak detection system for professional plumbers. If you're a plumber out there, you're the reason that I build this leak detection equipment. Okay. Don't just get the equipment though. Come get trained. Let me teach you the process. I've got a slab out here, super thick. Lines are buried deep. It's hard. It's going to be a struggle. But I want you to struggle here, not when you're out on the job trying to find leaks. Give me a call. I'll teach you how to locate the lines, pinpoint locate leaks under the slab, outside of the slab, even how to figure out where a sewer system's leaking, all from the clean out outside. So give me a call at 1-8888-LEAK-PRO, or you can check out our website, leak.pro. Book me for a Zoom call. Give me a call. Order a kit. Get trained, guys. Quit making your customers wait. 8 weeks is what I'm hearing nowadays. You don't have to do that. You can come call me, get it set up. We can get you trained, and you can find that leak before 8 weeks for any of your customers. So give me a call once again, 1-8888 LeakPro.
And Joey Jones says having the right people on your team makes a huge difference. Hire for culture and then train the skills. Man, that's what it's all about.
Love that.
I love this. Zay says, any advice for a 23-year-old going into his first year apprenticeship? Never stop learning. No matter how many years you're in it, never stop learning. You can continuously get better by showing up at things like this where you're learning new things each and every day. It will help you move up into the top 5% of your industry. And it starts with never stop learning. There's a thing out there, and you might look it up over here, 10 skills that require, or 10 habits that require no skill. Show up on time, be coachable, be willing to learn. Here, I'll look it up.
Well, I can.
Yeah, I was just going to try to hit them all. But these are things that literally, I talk about them so often. Because if you'll look at these things, it's like
being on time, having a positive attitude, showing good body language, demonstrating a strong work ethic, making an effort, being prepared, exhibiting energy, being coachable, being a little extra, and having passion for what you're doing.
You know, it's really neat because the big thing to me was always, can I do better? And, you know, it starts with being on time. We were talking about that a while ago. And guys, if you show up at 7 o'clock when you're supposed to be here at 7, that ain't on time. What did they say?
Early is on
early's
time.
on time.
On time is late.
And late
And
is
late
useless.
It's fired.
It is gone.
It's fired. We don't need you for the
But
day.
the biggest things too, being coachable. All right. So you're going to come in and people are going to come up to you and you're like, yeah, okay, I got that. And that's a wrong attitude. It's like, you know what? Thank you for showing me again. I appreciate that. They're showing you for a reason. Either they think you don't have it or something. Always understand that person that's coaching you is teaching you the things that makes them a living each and every day. And they're taking the time to teach you. Let them know how much you appreciate it and just say, hey, man, look, I just want to tell you, thank you. I know I didn't learn it the first time you showed me or something like that. I number one, don't ever ask again. Because if they're taking the time to show you, if you need to sit down and take notes, take notes. They'll appreciate that. You can ask them questions while they're training you. Okay, I didn't understand what you meant by multiply by 1.41. Why? Okay, ask questions that you need the answers to. But they always keep learning.
Yes. Zay, I'm going to give you one. It's going to sound so weird. If you want the hard road to end up on top, try to work with the oldest guys on the job.
Because that old honorary guy knows things other people don't know.
He's going to be grouchy. It's going to be difficult at times. You're going to have thick skin for it. But the oldest guy on the job has been there, has more knowledge than anybody else on the job. He's been doing it for more years. But the best part is they want to save their body. And they would love to take your young body and let it do everything it can for them. They will teach you, and you will learn more from them in a shorter time frame than most others on the job. It is hard, though. That's the alternative you got to think about. But it's a good tip, and you really will learn at an exponential rate from those old grouchy guys.
They work smarter, not harder.
That's right.
All right, all trades. The most overlooked tool across all trades, radios. Crews waste hours chasing each other down on job sites, where a $200 radio can save you thousands of dollars a year in lost productivity. Now, one general contractor I know cut crane idle time by 30% after mandating radios. Phones don't always cut it, not in noise or in dead zones. Radios also double as instant safety alert tools. With today's noise canceling headsets, they're OSHA friendly too. Think of radios as PPE for communication. Guys, and I saw something the other day, and maybe we should order them. They're these radios that say, look, they work anywhere. You don't have to be within 100 feet or 100 yards or something like that. They work from anywhere. And I'm like, man, let's order a couple of them and see if they work from my house to your house. Then we'll see if they work from Richardson to here.
That's it. Like radios. I only got to use them a few times on the job.
Oh, God, we used them for every job I was ever on.
Like, well, a lot of our times they were like, oh, y'all play a lot. We have fun on the job. We're all working. We're being super productivity. But we like to heckle each other a little bit when we see each other walking off from afar.
Right.
I don't look at it as a bad thing, though. And that's what I would question on some of my jobs.
Say, it's you sneaking off to lunch already?
Yeah. Like, because we're all in the trades. We like to give each other a hard time. And that's what we would do. I think radios are a great thing. Just, it speeds up productivity 100x.
You bet.
But bring up that work morale too. Being able to heckle each other when we're head up. Man, but I'm swinging to the bathroom before I go. Like, come on, you got to call me out in front of everybody. Yeah, sure do. Sorry, didn't realize it. Thought I was busting you for sneaking out early. No, I'm headed to the can real quick. It happens. It's fine. Have some fun. But I think radios nowadays, it's going to become the standard. Because that quick communication.
I've not been on a job site that didn't have radios on every single foreman or superintendent all day long.
Cranes, like normally jobs with cranes on them.
Oh, they have to.
Yeah, they have to have one for every crew because you've got to be in direct contact with the crane.
Right. Laws and licenses. Insurance carriers are changing the game. No proof of safety training, you're not covered.
Yeah.
You get no coverage renewal. Rates are jumping 15 to 20% if you cannot produce logs of toolbox talks or OSHA refreshers. And guys, if you're not showing people you're training your people, they're just not going to insure you.
That's it.
But on the other hand, solid safety documentation can actually lower your premiums and lower your multiplier.
Yeah.
So what counts? The OSHA cards, rigging certifications, fall protection, refreshers. Even small shops need to store this stuff in the cloud. Make it where it's available, where your people can get to it all the time. There was a Texas contractor who lost their complete coverage because they could not produce logs during an audit. Don't let paperwork ruin your coverage. Because if you're not covered for things and your multiplier goes up, you're not going to be getting some good jobs. It's easy.
That's it. And guys, everything's digital now. It's so easy to do these logs now compared to, well, hey, I used to have to keep them. You had to scan it and send it off and email it and do all these things so that you could have it digitally. That's all done now, guys. So safety meetings, this is so easy to create this now. If you're not doing it, start. It is time. You will need this when it's time to renew that insurance. They're going to want proof from all construction sites. And I love to see this because I really like to know that other people on the job site are getting some of the same safety training that I am. Because I don't know if they are.
Right. Yeah, you have no idea.
If we're all held to the same requirements, guess what? I at least know that they know the basic safety procedures.
That's what I like about the stickers.
Me too.
Really
I know that they went through that.
Yep.
Like job site training, 40 hours for the airport. Great. Why? Because everybody out there went through that same 40-hour training.
And then if somebody says, I don't know, you tell them, then you go back through that course again, take that sticker off because you didn't listen.
You just lost your sticker. Go enjoy it again.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Zay says, thanks, guys. And Julie says, Zay, those soft skills tips Rogers and Randy just shared are what I call the secrets to success. Guys, if you will do those 10 things, you will not get laid off in a company. I'm telling you, you will not. You will be there forever because they want to keep you. And it's the little things that make the biggest differences.
I was going to say, and one more time, guys, the 10 things that require zero talent: being on time, work ethic, your effort, your body language, your energy, your attitude, your passion, being coachable, doing extra, being prepared. Master those.
Might want to write them down.
The world.
I'm just saying.
That's it. That's why this is all recorded.
I know. You can rewind it and hit it and go through it again. All right. Rolling into business training. Squirt. Too many foremen are excellent tradesmen, but they don't understand profits.
Profit matters because every person out in the field running that job has to meet whatever the estimator said they could do it in.
You bet.
And that is being profit minded. And it's not just, oh, we're making money. Like, yes, that's our thing. You know, oh, another day, another dollar, baby. That's us. We're workers. But we want, like, one of the major phrases that I heard in the union and I embraced the most: 8 hours work for 8 hours pay. That's what we're trying to do, guys. Put out the same work that we're getting paid to do. And that's it. And that's staying profit minded. Honestly, that's all it is. But that's why you've got to train them to think like owners as you're teaching them to run these jobs, to pick up the loose nuts that are on the job. Why?
They add up.
That's extra money. It's easy money for us just to pick up. Why? It takes me a few seconds. Sure. My labor's not in this job. It's in overhead. I'm free labor. Anything extra I do on the job is free labor. Let's use it. Daily job cost reporting, spotting scope creep, huge, and capturing change orders. They have to learn all these parts and pieces. It's not just, oh yeah, oh, let's change that to this. Oh, sure, we'll do it. No big deal. We're here. It hasn't been put in yet. No biggie. Oh, but you added 4 valves. You did this. That adds up to extra money. Don't let that get missed. Do some role playing. Turn down some non-billable work. Okay? See how they respond. Give them dashboards that show the labor cost versus the billable revenue. You want to talk about an eye opener? That's a big one right there.
Yeah. When you're tracking your numbers the way you're supposed to be and you can see it, you can literally log in. It's like, ooh, we're in the red.
Yeah.
When you start seeing your hours in the red, you start looking at what do we have to do to get them back in the black.
That's it. Yeah, y'all had 120 hours in that room, guys. Y'all are at 180 already. What are y'all doing? That's an extra 50% of the labor. Oh, well, the electricians were in there. Well, if it was going to slow you down that much, why didn't you tell us they weren't scheduled to be in there yet? You got to talk to me. And communication's a big one here, too.
And look, contractors can boost their margins 8 to 10% just by training foremen to watch the numbers.
Yep.
Because if you make them aware of it, they'll keep an eye on it. Those guys become your best future project managers. The technical skill is great, but financial awareness is what makes the companies grow. If you're not keeping your people aware of what's going on and how they can watch it, make it easy for them. You know, I talked about one of the vice presidents saying, look, why don't they use the tools we give them? Well, you don't show them how to use it the right way. Jump in and show them, because if you'll do that, it's amazing.
That's it. And like, that's what I had to do is I had to learn, like going into estimating, I wanted to learn what all it took. And then you realize how everything is actually figured. It's like, why didn't they ever tell me that? They never tell you that in the field. You don't learn a whole lot of the business side of it. I love embracing this and teaching them that thought process so that they actually think more business minded, not just construction minded.
Randy, vehicles, gas or diesel?
For me, gas. I don't haul a lot of stuff though. But let's run some numbers. Okay. Diesel F-250 may cost you $12,000 more up front, but it's going to run about 45 cents a mile over 200,000.
Okay.
A gas F-250 is cheaper to buy, but it comes in closer to 60 cents a mile long term. Diesel shine for highway fleets. Lots of mileage, lots of road, lots of hauling. Gas is better for your stop and go service trucks. Don't forget your favorite, your DEF cost.
The diesel exhaust fluid.
That's an extra. You've got to calculate that in because it's extra upkeep for your vehicle. So the answer, it's not really emotional here. It's actually math. You're going to want to base it on utilization, not just the actual sticker price. How are you using the vehicles? And we talk about this a lot. We're talking EV, stuff like that. Are you in the city? Are you out in rural where you're doing a lot of driving, a lot of distance? My big one here for the gas and diesel, are you hauling heavy loads? If you're hauling a bunch of loaded down trailers and stuff, you're probably going to want that diesel. It's going to last a lot longer. It's made to haul that extra weight and stuff. Puts out a little more power.
And when we originally bought my truck, it was, we were growing a plumbing company. And we're like, you know what? We're looking at the possibility of buying a backhoe, a mini track hoe, something like that. We're going to need something to dig with. And about the time we got it is when YouTube really exploded. And it's like, well, okay, wait a minute. What are we really going to do here?
Yeah.
But we bought it with intent of, look, we're liable to be hauling some big stuff. We had that big trailer that we could haul around. So there were reasons that we did it. And it wasn't just, hey, I just want a diesel. Man, had I known what I know now, I'd probably still said heck no. But you know, you got to look at it because your vehicles are one of your biggest investments. You're going to pay a lot for your building, especially if you're purchasing it. But whether you're leasing, I mean, even at the end when we were leasing, God, we were leasing vehicles for like $600 a month. Well, you got 4 of them, and it was over 6. I mean, $2,600 a month, somewhere around in there is about where we're at every single month. And that goes back into your daily cost of doing business.
That's it.
If you aren't keeping track on things like that, man, it's hard to know if you're making money or not. You can talk about it, but it doesn't always work. And if you're just talking about it and you're not really looking at it, monitoring it, or doing anything about it, it's like, okay, are we really getting to where we want to go? But I like looking at it from the beginning. If I want gas or if I want electric, why do I want them? And one of my coaches talked about the other day, Dave Jinks. You know, if I was going to a conference, it's like, what are you going to the conference to learn? And then what are you going to do with it? Okay. What are you buying a new vehicle for? Is it because you need a new vehicle or you want a new vehicle? Because if you want it, it may not be the best time to get it. What are you going to do with that vehicle? That will help tell you what vehicle to buy. Okay. Social media spotlight. Today's social media spotlight is on the starving electrician. And he's built a following by showing the real side of the trade. Actual pay stubs, code walkthroughs, and even DIY disasters that he's been called in to fix. Now, it's very transparent, it's funny, and it's educational. Apprentices especially are flocking to his content because it feels real. Now, that's the future of trades mentorship. Social media creators filling in the gaps. People ask me all the time, Roger, how have you grown to be so big on YouTube? It's because, man, I'm honest. I'm real. I tell people what it's really like, and they love it. Randy, why did you pick this particular channel, the starving electrician?
Starving electricians.
I love it.
Because, you know, we're just all starving construction workers, right? I mean, come on.
That's what I hear.
It's what I hear, but, you know,
we didn't
look
starve
at a
too
lot
much.
of photos
Me
of all
and you
these
look pretty
construction
healthy.
workers, and I feel like a lot of us look very healthy.
Very healthy.
Not very starving. But electrical expert, starving electrician, fun how-to electrical videos, eating tacos and keeping it real.
I like that part.
Like, you know, eating tacos and keeping it real. I know that's your favorite part of all of it. It's not the electrical.
You know, we were going to do something on my YouTube channel one time where, I ate lunch every day. Just about. We were literally going to go set up a camera, eat lunch, talk, yada, yada, yada. And it just never happened. But, man, I've always thought that was just a great way to do things. All right, go ahead.
There you go.
Starving electrician.
All right, so I started back in 2014. Has 595,000 subscribers.
Kicking it. Love it.
965 videos with 393 million
That is
views.
freaking awesome.
Doing good things. Kick over here to videos real quick. Do this our normal way. Let's start out with the oldest. 100 amp panel install. Can you install a 100 amp panel yourself?
Very interesting.
Boom. And guys, like something that I always point out on here is we go back to this oldest video of everybody's. It's normally something super basic and simple. Don't be scared to start on socials. Just get something that you know how to teach somebody and teach them how to do it.
And
It's that easy.
8 years ago?
8 years ago.
Been doing it a while.
Installing conduit. Beginner electrical conduit install. It's the little things. It's going to teach you a little bit of conduit bending, how to do it, how to calculate it. See a lot of electricians that just bend it and cut it. Rookies. Watch some more of these videos and you can learn how to actually bend it in the exact spot you want it. You never have to actually cut it. Love it. Checking out some of the things, though, the way it just started out. Long time ago, 407,000 views, though, on his first video.
That's pretty cool.
Pretty freaking cool. Let's kick over here to Popular. 2.3 million views 3 years ago. How to run wires through studs when the drywall is up. I have watched multiple videos on this before because somebody I know likes bidet toilet seats. And we've had to add some electrical outlets in some bathrooms. And this is one of the most simple things to do, honestly, is go through and figure out how to do this so you can have a nice outlet right there next to your toilet.
And we need to do that here, as a matter of fact.
We do in a couple spots. It's really cool. Create some basic, simple things. Tons of people watch this. Why? Because we're all trying to deal with the same problems, okay? You want to hit it on socials? Fix somebody's problem. Teach them the simple way to do it. What you got to look for, the ins and outs. Don't cut the water lines. Hopefully he's checking on that. Some of the latest stuff we've got going on. Why this blue fish tape is a game changer. I don't know the difference between the blue ones, the orange,
The
red.
yellow,
I've seen them
right.
all.
Oh,
Like there's tons of them now. 1.7 million a month ago. Does some basic introduction.
1.7 thousand.
Oh yeah. Tried wiring solar panels for 30 days. Here's what I learned. I love stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Just to know about it.
Here's what I've been tinkering with. Here's the stuff. Here's all the little things that I learned in the process of actually trying to do it and get it going, things like that. I think it's really cool. He has some fun doing this. See what we got over here on shorts real quick. Stop using a hammer for lock nuts.
Yeah.
Use tools the way they're intended. Man, come on, guys. New drill style. That's kind of funky looking.
Offset. That's kind of neat.
That is interesting. Wire pulling, stuff like that. All you favorite sparky things. Let's see what the most popular is, though. Wow, what will they think of next? Oh man, there's one on here. I don't even see it. Hold on, wait. Let's click latest real quick. No. Oh yeah, here it is. Plumber problems that you won't believe. So the question of this short is why he became an electrician. Oh, it's not going to autoplay.
Oh, well.
It's a disaster. It's a crappy disaster. In a mechanical room and everything, guys. Plumber situation for sure.
It is what it is.
But I thought it was really cool because, man, we have some fun. You know why we don't want to be electricians and they have fun. Why they
and
don't
we
want to
know
be
why we don't
plumbers.
want to be.
That's it.
Look, I love seeing new channels like this, and not new to us, but I do because it lets us get in and see what they're doing. So I like that. Okay, best practices. Today's best practices are brought to you by the residential service professionals. The topic, creating repeatable systems that print time in your business.
Yeah.
That means SOP checklists, pricing calculators, CSR scripts, tools that cut out the guesswork. Now, and when I say CSR scripts, it's not that every word is scripted, but they know what to listen for. They know what to ask the customer. Tools that cut out all the guesswork. You're not figuring it out alone. Either you're doing it weekly through the group coaching, the peer masterminds, the templates that are built by people who've run service companies. It's about scaling smarter, not harder. And if you're serious about growing your business, this is a team worth joining. Now, guys, I've been in best practice groups. I've been in best practice groups that literally, they're like, look, you have to do it this way. Everybody else does it. Well, I didn't want to build the same company that everybody else wanted to build. I wanted to build my company. That's why I started it. I wanted to do something completely freaking different. I wanted to do something what I thought was better. But I didn't have systems, operations, and processes down. So I was able to take what I learned, not really call the coach, because if you call the coach, say, hey, I need you to explain something. They're like, look, I sent you the form, just fill it out. Yeah, but I got questions. You'll figure it out. That's not a coach, okay? That's just somebody who's paid to manage a bunch of people. I wanted someone I could talk to. I wanted a coach. I wanted a group. I wanted to be able to talk to other plumbers, other electricians, other HVAC techs, other roofers, and say, hey, is this crap really working for y'all?
When you read this to your customer, what do they do?
Yeah. Yeah, they're like, well, we don't read that to our customers because that doesn't work.
Yeah.
And you give people ideas, you give them trainings, you help open up their minds. And, Julie was in here a while ago. Julie is an amazing plumbing coach. And it's like, not only did she help start, scale, and sell a company, she left there and became a plumbing coach where she was coaching several plumbing companies, multi-million-dollar companies across the country. And she knows what it takes from the beginning to get all the way up. I ran those companies. I've gone out and coached people. I've talked to these people. Guys, getting involved with a best practice group that teaches you how to implement things that'll help you grow the business your way is what's going to make all the difference in the world. Because you started your business for a reason, not to build someone else's company. So what I recommend to you is go check out residentialserviceprofessionals.com and figure it out. Now, this video is sponsored by Residential Service Professionals, but it's also sponsored by me because I teach people how to do YouTube. I teach people how to do social media. But to be honest, it starts with YouTube. It does with me because YouTube is my long form content. I can take evergreen material. One of our biggest videos, how to fix a running toilet, guaranteed. You think people aren't going to be searching that a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now? Unless robots make toilets that flush themselves and fix themselves, they're still going to be looking for it.
I was going to say, I think that video is 4 or 5 years old.
About 5 years old.
Still getting searched.
Yeah, still getting searched every day.
Guys.
It's our most popular video every month.
Yep.
That's why it's over 5 million views now. People search it that often. That's 1 million times a year. Guys, what content can you put out that people are still going to be searching 5 years from now? How to become a good business person? How to... What are 10 things? What are 10 skills that are 10 habits that require no skills? I guarantee you can make a video about that and people are going to be searching it because people are still going to be talking about it. But if you want to learn how to do YouTube, I made a free webinar and I made this to help teach people that you don't need a lot of fancy equipment. You don't have to have a lot of subscribers and you don't have to have a lot of views, but you've got to start doing YouTube. You've got to start putting content out there that people want to see, that brings value to them. I was asked in a radio show interview Friday why people still find me on YouTube. It's like, because I teach them how to fix their plumbing problems. I bring them value in each and every video that I do. So guys, if you want to learn how to bring YouTube into your company, into your life, into your business to help you do things in an amazing way and help you help other people, go check out justmattroger.com. I had to think about it. I started to say residential service professionals, but that was a minute ago. Guys, go check out justmattroger.com.
That's it. And everybody, we'd like to thank LeakPro for sponsoring today's episode of the Trade Talks. They let us come in here, hang out, talk trades for an hour each and every day, Monday through Fridays, except for major holidays. But at LeakPro, we manufacture the most precise leak detection system for professional plumbers. And when I say the system, guys, I'm talking about the complete kit. It's a business in a box. Comes with 2 pieces of equipment. You've got the probe, which is a T-handle style stainless steel rod on it. Super durable. That's what we like for probing in and out of the ground, for that meter to the home service, irrigation lines, anything like that. But then also in that kit comes the Sidekick, one of my favorite pieces of equipment, just because it enhances the sound so much. That aluminum rod, it lets you listen right through the concrete. It eliminates the layer for you. So check out the complete kit at our website, leak.pro. But also, don't just get the equipment, guys.
Get trained.
Get trained. Learn the right way to use the equipment, the right steps and the process on the approach to the follow through, being able to pinpoint locate that leak. Come spend a couple days with me. I'll teach you how to locate the lines, pinpoint locate leaks under a slab, outside of a slab, even in sewer systems. So give me a call at 1-8888-LEAK-PRO. It's time to add leak detection to your business. Quit subbing it out. Bring it in-house and take care of your customers so that they don't have to wait on the leaks either.
Guys, it's Monday. Remember to take care of your people. I know that they're thinking about what they did this weekend. They had fun. They did cool stuff, but they're back at work now. Keep them safe. Keep them thinking about what they're doing. Helping Hands Handyman Services is good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Running late this morning. It's an office day for me. Estimates and logistics. We know what that's all about. It says, for people like me who thrive on learning, especially from others, YouTube can be amazing, and it is.
That's it.
And he says, hey, learn to anticipate the next step of each job, and you'll be that guy always asked for on every site. It's called reliability. Remember, one of the best apprentices I ever had, first time I'm working up on a fan coil box, I needed a T and 290s, and I reached down, I said, hey, I need, and he's literally standing there with them in his hand. Guys, learn to look ahead. Take care of your people. But most of all, thank you for being here. Happy Monday to you. Whatever you do out there today, do it safe and have fun.
Everybody, happy Monday. Hope to see you back in here tomorrow for a fantastic Tequila Tuesday. Have a great day out there, guys. Hit it effing hard. You know we will. See you tomorrow.
Bye, guys.